And good morning. Welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today is April 8th. This is Julie Grimmins. I'm here with the lovely Glenda Robichaux, and we are here today to talk about our amazing new Mother's Day collection, the Precious Florals.
It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So today we will talk about some of the other April awesomeness that's happening, promotions. Then we're going to focus on the 5 lovely precious florals that come in this cute little kit, little box, and close with our upcoming online awesome events.
So first and foremost, we have got not one, but 2 10% off items this month. doTERRA usually has just one discounted product each month that shifts and changes each month, but this month they have decided to bless us with 2. Melissa oil is a really super powerhouse when it comes to amazing properties to help support your body's immune system, especially at this time of year. It helps to keep you feeling happy and really just well grounded. Yarrow Palm is a cellular beauty complex, and this is a supplement that you actually take, and it helps to helps your body with its anti-aging properties and helps to nourish your cells from the inside out.
Mm-hmm. And stay tuned for more on Melissa, because I'm like, oh my God, there's so many things I want to say about it right now, but I'll hold them for next Wednesday. And then of course, here is our Precious Florals. This is available right now. It's something that if this piques your interest today, I would not delay. I would think about getting it sooner than later. There's only a limited amount. So once it's gone, it's gone.
So our product of the month is clementine. Now, clementine is a citrus oil. Citrus oils are all very uplifting. They're very cleansing. This one in particular is fabulous to add to your water. It helps to break down mucus as well, so it can be really beneficial right now. And you can get this item for free if you place a $125 LRP order before the 15th. Now, if you're not familiar with what LRP stands for, it is our loyalty rewards program, which allows you an opportunity to, with your monthly order, it allows you an opportunity to earn free products and free product points. So like I said, if your LRP is set at 125 and it ships out before the 15th, this bottle of clementine will automatically come with your purchase.
It smells so good. So good. So we are going to dive, well, not too deep, but we're going to touch on each of the beautiful oils in the Mother's Day kit. And in there is jasmine, rose, magnolia, neroli, and blue lotus. And blue lotus is kind of the star. It's one that we don't have access to regularly. The other ones you can get in our doTERRA touch line. They come in a roller ball already diluted. But the blue lotus is kind of the shining star in the box. And so we are going to start with that one.
So Blue Lotus is not actually an essential oil, it is an absolute. And the reason being is that certain essential oils or certain plant matter is too precious and it would get too gummed up in the distillation process. And so this is actually an absolute, and it is extracted from the Nymphia carusula plant. I'm sure I totally butchered that. But so Blue Lotus is a beautiful plant that is based out of Egypt, is where it naturally resides. And it is a beautiful deep blue flower with a vibrant yellow symbol. It is often referred to as a water lily, and the symbol represents long life, health, honor, and good luck. So it's got some great skin benefits to it. I can't read the actual chemistry on there, but it's got some fabulous skin benefits and some great fragrance components to it. It's beautifully put into different perfumes. And one of the fun things that doTERRA has done with their precious florals is they are encouraging you to layer these to create your own personalized perfume. So you could totally layer this with jasmine, magnolia, neroli, rose, or frankincense.
Mhm.
They actually got some other ideas that we will touch base on a little bit later on.
And then I just wanted to touch on the emotional aspect of each of these oils. So, and Emily Wright, one of our owners of doTERRA, had done a little video that's out on Facebook. And I took one of the quotes that she mentioned about this beautiful oil, because it's not in our favorite book. But Blue Lotus encourages one to dream and live in color. Its aromatic properties are both sedative and seductive in nature, which makes it a perfect oil, which makes it perfect for nighttime application. If you are feeling stressed and need some calm in your life, Blue Lotus is the perfect go-to. I apply Blue Lotus over my heart, on my temples, and dab on my pulse points. And that is what Emily Wright mentioned about the oil, but it just smells so pretty. I really like it. I don't know how quite to explain it. It smells not as floral to me as some of the other ones in the box, but it also has like a sweet note to it, kind of a sweeter floral smell.
Almost a Fruity Pebbles floral smell.
Fruity Pebbles. Also, too, when I think about how this plant grows, it kind of makes something really beautiful out of something kind of not so beautiful. And if you think about the time we're in right now, I think now is the time to make lemonade out of lemons. Like, we're in this very challenging, weird time and space, but there's so much that you can accomplish and do right now if you kind of put your head in that space.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be a good one to use to help you kind of get out of the funk.
Mm-hmm. So our next oil in this Mother's Day kit is Jasmine Touch. Now this one is also an absolute. The jasmine flowers are super, super delicate, and they actually have to be harvested at night before the sun comes up and hits the flowers, because once the sun comes up and hits the flowers, it evaporates the essential oil off of it for the day. And so when these flowers are being harvested, like I said, it's super, super, super early in the morning before the sun comes up. And one of the really sweet videos that I saw talked about a woman who was harvesting this, and she harvests this in the early, early morning hours so that she can go home and be a mom to her children and be able to take care of them. So she's able to work and still take care of her family. I just love the opportunities that doTERRA is providing around the world. So it takes about 8 pounds of jasmine blossoms to distill a 5 milliliter bottle of jasmine. Isn't that crazy? 20,000 blossoms, handpicked one by one.
Wow.
So crazy. So let's see if I can read this fun fact. The chemistry of jasmine flowers significantly changes throughout the day. The flowers used in the Jasmine Touch are harvested early in the morning. Look at that. I already said that. That's super fun. Okay. So it's commonly used in other perfumes. It's very common perfume oil. And you can totally blend this with many different oils, including sandalwood, Roman chamomile, bergamot, cedarwood, and rosemary. And then the chemistry of jasmine provides a cleansing nature to it, some wonderful sweet aroma, and different fragrant chemical properties there as well.
Mhm. And emotionally speaking, it is the oil of sexual purity and balance. Jasmine cultivates positive experiences within intimate relationships by encouraging the purification of unhealthy sexual intentions and motivations. Jasmine is an oil that affects the emotions. It penetrates the deepest layer of the soul, opening doors to our emotions. It produces a feeling of confidence, energy, euphoria, and optimism. It also, if you look at the petals, they kind of, come out from the center and lean forward, and it's a good oil to help you let go of things too.
This is one that I have been loving. Well, okay, admittedly, I love neroli too, and jasmine, but I've been using jasmine, the Jasmine Touch Roller, underneath my eyes to help with kind of that delicate skin underneath the eyes. It's really, really fabulous for skin, and I've been using it to help with some of that eye puffiness. So that's super fun. Neroli, I fell in love with neroli when they came out with this at convention. This is one that I have been using as my own personal scent for quite some time. So neroli is also sourced from Egypt, and this is actually from the blossoms of the bitter orange tree. So when you think about, utilizing different components of the tree, we've got our wild orange that comes from the rind of oranges. We've got our petitgrain that comes from the leaf of the bitter orange tree, and then neroli comes from the blossoms. And so when you start to smell some of them together, you can start to catch whiffs of each other in their properties. I think that's super fun.
Mhm.
So neroli has actually a decent amount of limonene in it itself because it does come from that orange tree. And that is cleansing. It's got some great fragrant properties and calming properties in there as well. And if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the studies that they've done on neroli, they've got a bunch of them out there on PubMed. And then this one blends really well with sandalwood, geranium, grapefruit, patchouli, and clary calm.
Mhm. And for the emotional aspect of neroli, it's the oil of shared purpose and partnership. Neroli is a unifying and stabilizing oil. It is particularly helpful for calming troubled hearts in a relationship conflict. Its influence promotes harmony in the changing dynamics of long-term relationships. So perhaps if you are quarantined with your partner in life, and this might be a good oil to be applying daily to kind of help bring the shared experience
Just
together.
discovered why I love this oil.
Oh, I love it. Gotta have some fun.
Sorry, I had to huff up some more neroli there for a minute. So Rose Touch comes from Bulgaria. And Rose is one that we didn't have as a company for a long time because Rose essential oil is so very expensive to produce because of how much plant material it takes to make a small bottle of essential oil. Now, with that being said, oftentimes what is sold as rose is really geranium, and those that label things properly might actually have on their label a rose geranium. And oftentimes people that smell our rose oil don't quite recognize it as rose because what they're so used to smelling is either geranium or some other synthetic component. But our rose is so beautiful and delicate, and yet there's almost a strength to it. I don't know if you've noticed that
Mhm.
it's almost like that warm hug that you get from your dad, right? That just completely envelops you and you feel super, super safe. That's how I feel about rose oil.
Mhm.
So it takes 10,000 blossoms to produce a 5 milliliter bottle of rose oil. There are over 100 species of roses. Rosa Damascena, commonly known as the damask rose. That's a fun fact.
Mhm.
It has the main chemistry is nerol, geraniol, and citronol. So it's going to be very cleansing and very fragrant. Now, rose oil is one of these oils that is really great at is really great for the heart. It's really great for the skin. It's one that has some really fabulous properties that can help if you have any cuts or scrapes, that it can really help to fight off infection that may want to plug in and brew underneath your skin. So reach for that rose oil. Don't just blow it off as something that just smells pretty. It's got some really, really fabulous physical components to it.
Yes, and it's also a great immune system oil too. Helps
Mhm.
support the immune system. The emotional aspect of rose is the oil of divine love. Rose oil holds a higher vibration than any other oil on the planet. Is a powerful healer of the heart. Rose teaches the essential need for divine grace and intervention in the healing process. And again, to relate it to what we're all experiencing right now, is that we all need divine grace for ourselves, for the people we might be sharing the house with, and for everyone on this planet that is really all experiencing some of the same thing. Um, we all need that time for healing. What a perfect time for this little
This little
trio of,
kit to come out.
yes, holy
For
smokes.
real.
Yeah.
Okay, magnolia. So we don't have one of our cool little magnolia slides, but you can totally use magnolia. This comes in our touch variety as well. You can use it as a perfume. It's beautiful, beautiful aroma. And it's very soothing to the central nervous system. It's soothing to the skin. You can roll it onto the bottoms of your feet before bed to help promote feelings of calm and relaxation. You can apply it topically as part of your skincare routine. It's great to promote moisturized, healthy looking skin. You can combine it with bergamot, ylang ylang, or lavender for a beautiful aroma. The main chemical constituent of magnolia is linalool. Linalool provides a pleasant floral scent and helps ease feelings of stress or anxiousness. So linalool is the main chemical constituent in lavender essential oil as well. So when we think about all of the benefits that lavender provides to us, it's very, very calming. And so magnolia is going to have a lot of that same calming properties to it. Offers similar benefits in skin to other essential oils with linalool, and it provides feelings of relaxation and calm. So it's a great one to put on your wrists, behind your ears. I love to put these floral oils on my pulse points so I can walk around as a human diffuser.
Mhm.
But it's just got some really great benefits beyond helping you to just calm down. I think that magnolia is a really understated essential oil out there.
It is also in our adaptive blend.
Oh yeah.
So that's been my other go-to on the daily. And the emotional aspect of Magnolia, again, perfect timing for right now, is the oil of compassion. This feminine spiritual source expects individuals to treat one another with mercy and compassion. Magnolia creates a tender place within the heart to learn important lessons from this higher plane of consciousness about human interconnectedness and how to live in love and harmony. Wow, when I was typing this out, I was like, are you kidding me? You all need Magnolia.
Right?
We all do. And I've been so drawn to adaptive. And I wonder if part of, since Magnolia is in the adaptive blend, if that's part of it too. Here I keep telling everyone adaptive is my go-to just because it helps with the feelings of anxiousness and the feeling of stress and worry. But maybe it's providing this undertone of a way to kind of carry through what's happening with some compassion for everyone. And especially too, I think when we go, at least for Kevin and I, when we have gone out to go to the grocery store, it's a very anxious experience for both of us. And I think a lot of it has to do with just, the way we're dressing to go out because we want to stay healthy and safe, but also trying to still have that compassion towards others in the store, when maybe they're not keeping their 6 feet distance, or maybe they look frightening by the way they've dressed and covered their face, or I don't know. So keep that in mind. Let's try and love one another, even though we all look like crazy people when we leave our houses now.
Oh, I giggle. Okay, so if you're interested, one of the really fun things that doTERRA has done is they've put together this quiz that you can find your perfect perfume. So they've got some really fun blend ideas that you can learn about while you take this little quiz. Mine was Summer Rose. So they ask you some little questions and about your personality and whatnot. But what I love is that when you get your answer, they also teach you about blending oils. So they're going to show you different ways that you can you start with your root note, which is a deeper, more resinous essential oil. And then you add your heart note, which is typically more floral. It's going to provide a little bit more of that body to it. And then you've got your crown note, and that's typically a citrus. And so those are going to be a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter, so to speak. And so it teaches you a little bit about blending. And I just love to dive a little bit deeper into each of those avenues when it comes to experimenting with my essential oils. So mine was Summer Rose, and mine was patchouli, rose, and lime. And I really enjoyed kind of playing around with that. So if you're interested in taking this quiz, I posted it out on our Beautiful Oilers Facebook page. I don't know if it's also posted on Power to Heal there, Glenda, but
I think I did.
Otherwise, I'm fairly confident I took it directly off of doTERRA's Facebook page as well.
Very fun though. Then for some upcoming announcements, and this is super awesome. So the leadership retreat that was originally scheduled to be in Phoenix in March was postponed, and they decided to do it online and open it up to anyone. So this is typically something that's only available to those that hold the rank of silver and above. But I just think it's awesome that anybody who is interested in you know, maybe getting some inspiration, maybe learning about what it looks like to share oils with others. I think there might be a little bit of product education. They're going to do talk about adaptive. Um, I can't recommend this enough. I just think it's going to be awesome. There'll be some live sessions kind of sprinkled throughout the rest of April. I believe the days that they're kind of doing this, they're starting next Monday on the 13th,
Yep.
and then again on that Friday, and then I believe the last week of April, the Monday and the Friday, will be the live portions, but then they'll also have a whole set of kind of on-demand sessions. So part of the retreat is there's a day where there's breakout sessions. And this is even more awesome because you can only go to a certain number of breakout sessions, but they'll now all be available online. So you'll be able to see them all. And I'm really excited. I think this will be really fun. You know, perhaps you've dabbled with sharing oils with friends and family, and maybe you've often wondered what it looks like if you wanted to do a little bit more. Maybe you've got some time now that you didn't have before. And it's only $20 to get kind of your ticket to access all of these, all the on-demand sessions and the live sessions. So if it's something you're interested in, the link is there below. doTERRA never disappoints in, you know, what they put together. So I'm really looking forward to it just because I think it will help give me some more inspiration to keep sharing. And I really truly feel that people need hope more now than ever before. And I think that we have amazing gifts in these little amber bottles, and they are truly gifts of the earth. They can help with our emotions, they can help with our physical needs. And if you feel at all led to share them with others, I recommend the retreat for you. So check that out. Starts on Monday. They said how long it would be available. I want to say it'll be available for 60 days to view. I could be wrong on that, but there's a little bit of lag from when it all begins, if you're worried about not catching it all in time.
Yeah, and the thing that I love is that you can totally go back and watch it whenever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember exactly what they said as far as the length that it's going to be available, but I feel like it was quite some time. Like when I looked at it, I feel like I was pleasantly surprised at how long it's going to be available for viewing.
I want to say 60 days. Part of me thinks 90 days, but I can't remember.
I can't either.
Don't quote me on that, people.
And if you are interested in getting doTERRA's corporate connection on COVID, so they are doing some great little updates with Dr. Osgathorpe, who is our Chief Medical Officer, and he has a tremendous background in infectious disease. So they come together on Mondays and Thursdays to give you kind of the world update in regard to what's going on, and gives you some good ideas as to how we can stay sane in this time of world. I think there's so much information out there coming from so many different sources. It's really hard to know what to rely on without feeling overly fear-mongered, if that makes sense. So I love their really down-to-earth way of talking about what's going on and giving us some great ideas on how to utilize our oils and stay safe and stay confident in what we have available to us.
Then also, if you're looking for some more knowledge to soak up over the coming months, doTERRA just released an essential oil certification specialist program, and it's kind of cool. It takes a deeper dive into the history of essential oils, the chemistry of essential oils, how to use essential oils, and then it finishes off with kind of going a little deeper into some of our most common essential oils. And it's nice. It's, you know, I just finished it. It's got 5 different modules, and you can take it at your own pace. There's little videos, and then every so often there's a quiz to make sure that you're kind of learning. It also comes with a PDF that contains all the information that's in the videos as well. So lots of good stuff out there. You can check it out at tinyurl.com/doTERRA-edu. There is a charge associated with that one as well.
And if you are interested and not yet a member of doTERRA, or if you have a friend or family member that has been thinking about getting their own discounted membership, have them connect with Glenda or myself. We have a great opportunity for new members to get a free bottle of Citrus Bliss or a free bottle of Adaptive and Citrus Bliss with their starter order. So if you have anyone that's interested in maybe coming to a class or getting their enrollment order, connect them with us and we'll make sure that we get them some free products.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to let you do this one too.
Yeah, so I don't know if you are someone that likes to play games. I love to play games. And I've put together a fun little bingo board, and it is posted out there on our on our Facebook page here. But we are just trying to find fun ways to help you stay connected with our essential oil classes. We've got some really fabulous continuing education classes happening all April long. And so we have an opportunity here for you to make a bingo. And in typical bingo fashion, you can do a solid line, you could do all 4 corners, or you could cover the entire board. So it gives you some fun ways to stay engaged and stay connected. I encourage you to either take the posted bingo board that is posted on our Facebook page and either make a screenshot of it and start editing it as you do your things, or you can old school print it off on your printer and mark it off, X it off with a Sharpie, or if you have a bingo dauber that's just dying to get out, you could even use one of those.
I love that. Bingo dauber, let me out.
It's our social distance bingo daubers.
I also saw a picture of someone who had printed out the bingo board and had a bottle of oil on all the squares.
Oh, that's fun.
They had done. Fun. And then our upcoming events. So next week's webinar, we are going to talk about Melissa and its awesomeness. She is quite the oil. Tomorrow, we've got 2 different options for you at 11 a.m. There's an essential oil basics class, and then at 7 p.m. in the evening, there's an intro to oils. Friday at 11 a.m., there's a class on essential skincare. Saturday nights at 7 p.m., we'd love to have you join us. We have been doing Jeopardy every Saturday night. It's been kind of fun. We split up into teams, and you know, you end up learning some things along the way too, so it's been really fun. Monday evening at 7 p.m., there'll be Zoom talking about nutrition and supplements. Tuesday at 6:30, there'll be an essential oil basics. We have way more than that going on, so feel free to head over to oilerswithamission.com, check out our calendar. If there's something that you are interested in learning, we would love to know what it is and put something together for you as well, because we just want to keep bringing you content online. Most of these are being recorded, so not recording Jeopardy, but the other ones we are. So if there's something that does interest you and you can't make that time let us know and we will get you a copy of the recording.
But I'm going to put a shout out in there. If you can make that time, I encourage you to come and join us, because there is nothing more important right now than connecting with other human beings, especially connecting with people that share your same ideas and visions and hold true to similar principles. So I really encourage, if you have the opportunity to join us live, join us live. We are hungry to see your faces and hear your voices. Have a fabulous rest of your week.